If you are new to the channel, then subscribe the channel and press the bell icon for further notification.
Okay student, welcome you all to this new lecture on GATE Digital Electronics series. So today we will be, before solving questions, we will be discussing dual slope ADC in detail. We will see how it works because there are questions, 3 questions on it. So after that we will be solving question number 76, 77, 78, 79 and then 80. Okay, then let's see ADC first. Okay, this is a drawing of a dual slope ADC, which this is nothing but an integrator. So this is a comparator, and then this is a AND gate, which is actually the clock signal is not directly given to binary circuit, it is given via the gate, so which is known as also gated clock. Directly clock is not connected, and this is the binary circuit which will count the states. It will the binary output, you will take outputs from here, and this is the control circuit which will control. There is a switch which is connected to V in, and using that control circuit you can move that switch to a V reference, another potential V reference, which is of negative. If it is positive, this is negative. If it is negative, then it is positive. That's it. So if you see how it works, so if you initially if I connect it to V in, so what will be this V0? So your V0 will be, because this is an integrator, so it will integrate -1 by RC V in dt. Suppose it integrates from 0 to t, whatever. Okay. So what is it output? So we will see what is the value of this T1. Suppose this is T1. So minus V in by RC T1. We have assumed V in to be positive and this is negative, that you have to think. So this potential, now you see this comparator, it is connected to 0 and it is negative. So which one is potential? Higher potential, so this is at higher potential. So that means your Vs is at high logic. High logic means I am putting at 1 in digital. It will get output because the output is either plus V set or minus V set. Because it is a comparator, either it will go positive. If it is higher, then it will go positive. Here it is higher because it is negative. So 0 is higher than negative. So it will go to positive value. So it is AND gate, that is it is 1. So some clock into 1 means clock will directly come here. Once clock signal comes here, so counter will start counting, and it will continue with every clock signal. It will start counting. It will move one step further. So it will go, if it is an n bit counter, so it can count up to 2 to the power. It can count 2 to the power n state, but 2 to the power n state. But what is the last count? If it is a 2 cube, then it counts up to 0 to 7. So it will count from 2 to the power -1 to 2 to the power n minus 1. Okay. So once it count 2 to the power n minus 1, that is the counter output. But it counts, then it will come to again 0. So it will count how many state? 2 to the power n state. Because once it comes to 0, then this clock reset. Then this clock move this switch to here. From here it will come to minus B reference. So you can see, so initially the counter will count up to 2 to the power n minus 1 state, and after that it will come back to 0, because counter, if you completed 7 state, then it is come to its original position. When it comes to its original position, this control circuit will take care of that and it will move this switch to here. This is the operation. So initially, so your T1 time, so for how much time this will carry on? This will carry on 2 to the power n into your clock time period. When your clock time period, suppose 1 millisecond, so it will after 8 milliseconds, because after 1 millisecond it is counting. So after 8 milliseconds it will come back to 0. So once it comes back 0, this integration stops, because now your integration is minus V ref. Okay. Now if you integrate this one, now what is your minus V ref? So if I see the overall output, so first it is integrating -1 by RC 0 to T1 V in dt. So this one then it is integrating from T1 to suppose T2 minus V ref. So you can put it minus V ref then dt. So if you integrate it, it is -1 by RC V in T1 and then plus V ref by RC T2 minus T1. So if you see your graph, what will be your V0 graph? Your V0, suppose it is time. So initially the slope is negative. You can see the initial slope. With the time it is negative. So initially it is negative and it will continue up to time T1. So what is the slope? I am not writing. That is minus V in by RC. That is the slope. Next part is, this is first part. Next part it is again changing. If you integrate the next part is this one. So it is V ref by RC. So it is positive slope. So it will now go increasing. It will keep on increasing. That is V ref by RC. Suppose if I do this one, and it will go up to, suppose this is T2. So this zone is T2 minus T1. From here to here T1, here to here T2. So it will continue for T2 minus T1. Now if your V reference is trying to go greater than 0, if it crosses this 0, Now if you come here, if it is more than 0, then you come to this comparator. Then what will happen? If it is more than 0, then this negative potential, this negative in non-inverting terminal, this terminal will get higher voltage than this. This is at 0, so it will get higher. So it will come to minus Vs. So if your Vs will go to low, low means 0. If it goes to 0, then there will be no clock signal. Now that means your binary circuit will stop somewhere. So that stopped value is your binary output. Whatever stopped value, that will give you the output. Your circuit will be, binary circuit will be done in such a way, in the control in such a way, so that when it stops, that output is the your corresponding Vin output. That is your digital conversion of your Vin. So you can see when it stops, so your clock stops. Clock doesn't stop, actually binary circuit stops, because clock is not allowed here. It is 0, so 0 minus clock is 0. So nothing will come to here. So your binary circuit will stop, and it will give output. And whatever you will give a static fixed value, and that is your conversion. You can say it is converted. So what is your conversion time? When it reaches 0, that is your conversion time, because when it reaches 0, then only it will stop. Anything further will be stopped. So at V0 it will be stopped. So whatever you are getting output, that is your V0. So conversion time, how much time it took to Vn to come to here? So first it integrated the full counter 2 to the power, then it's again integrating the second one, you can see. So there is a integration, then de-integration also, you can say. First integrating, then negative integration, because both are of negative sign. So they say it is integration period, and this is de-integration period. So if you put it 0, so what it will be? 1 by RC V in Tu1, and it is Vref by RC T2 minus Tu. So you remember this one, this is known as integration period, and this is de-integration period. So RC would get cancelled. So if you calculate from here T2 is the total time for conversion. So time for conversion, because after T2 time you are getting output, so that's why it is known as time for conversion. So if you calculate your T2, it will be V in 1 plus V in by Vref. Vref will go that side, so 1 plus V in by Vref into T1. So this ref, actually I have chosen the minus, I have put in here minus. So if it is a -3, don't put it minus, so that you don't do mistakes. So let us put a mod, because I have taken that minus, because it is -3, then you have to put it, I have taken it as -3. Okay, don't get confused. So if you put it here, then it will be, here you have to put +3. So that's why you put a mod, so that will be better. So this is your conversion time. So what will be the maximum conversion time you can have? Maximum conversion time, if you put V in and V1 both are equal, V in and Vref both are equal, then your T2 will be equal to 2 into T1. So what is T1? 2 to the power into clock time period. So it is 2 to the power n plus 1 into clock time period. What is minimum? Minimum is V in can be 0. If you put V in 0, that is your minimum time, because for that only it will take minimum, it is 0. V in is 0. So in that case minimum it is T max, T2 max, T2 min, you can say. So it will be simply T1, that is 2 to the power n into clock. So this type of circuit, if you see this one, this conversion time, there is no RC, anything is not. It is simply depending on V in and V out, because it is not depending on circuit parameter. So it is very accurate, means it will not change with the temperature, the deviation will not be. So that's why it is very popular, because it is very accurate. But it is very slow. You can see your time is fixed. So this is your time. So your time will be fixed. So it is slow. So it will not be used for data acquisition system, where it is very fast data acquisition is required. So it is slow, and it is also cheap. It is simple and cheap. Why? Because you are not using, you can see other ADCs where you have used DAC also. So here you are not using any DAC. So it is cheaper and simple. So once you know all these things, so you can see here also the V in into integration time is equal to V reference. This was your integration time. So you can say it is in this way also. V in into integration time is equal to V ref into D integration time. That is the formula from where it is coming, that conversion time. So now if we come to question number 76. So for a dual slope ADC 3.5 digit, what does this 3.5 digit means? So there are suppose 3.5, 4. So it can move from 0 to 9. It can move from 0 to, so it is full. That's why it is known as full, and it can move up to 0 to 1 only. So it is known as 3.5 digit. That means the counter can, it can measure up to 0002, it can go highest 1999, because this can go highest 1. So that is the half digit. This is 3 full digit, this is half digit. Or you can go in negative side also, 000 minus 199. So that is the meaning of 3 and half digit. The reference voltage is 10 millivolt. The first integration time is set to this for some input voltage. The integration period is 370 millisecond. The dBm will indicate what in millivolt. So you see the first integration time is 300. This is the integration time what I have discussed, T1. So V in into T1 is equal to Vref into D integration time. So D integration period is this. So what will be, so that is our that is the conclusion from dual slope ADC. That is your V in into integration time T1 is equal to Vref into T2 minus T1. That's what we have done here. You can see there is a minus sign. So that's why if you move that side, that will be okay. So if you do it here, what is V in? We don't know. That in is need to calculate. What is T1 integration time? This is 300 millisecond. Vref is given 100 millivolt, and D integration time T2 minus T1. The total time is D integration time. You can see that. That's why it is known dual slope also. One slope, another slope. So this is first slope, this is second slope. So this is integration time, this is D integration time. So 100 minus D integration is 370.2 milliseconds. So if you do this one, you will find your V in is equal to 123.4. That is your A. And you can measure it with this one because there are 4 digits. So 1, 2, 3, 4. This can be highest, can be 1. It cannot go beyond 1. Now if you come to 77, a dual slope analog to digital converter uses an n bit counter where the input signal VA is being integrated. The counter is allowed to count up to. When the input signal VA is integrated, that means when VA is integrating, so during the integrating period, counter is allowed to count up to what value? So this one. Up to integrate period, it will count up to 2n minus 1 state. You can see. And after that, control logic will shift it to V reference, D integration. So integration period, it will go up to 2n minus n state. And then when Vref comes, after some period it gets 0, some static value you got, that is your answer. So during integration period, the counter will count. First it will count up to 2 to the power n minus 1. It will not be stable, it will continuously counting up to 2 to the power n minus 1. Then it will again start from 0. After some time it will stop. What the value at where it stops, that is your result. That is your digital output conversion. So that's what you see in dual slope ADC. So here also, so you can see, so during its, when the input signal VA is integrating, so when it is not saying that up to final state, it is saying when it is integration, that is the first period, when the switch is connected here. So then it will count full cycle. When it comes back to 0, then it will come to here, then it will count up to somewhere where it stops to represent that VA. So it will be equal to 2n minus 1. So during integration period, so it will go up to 2n minus 1. Among the following 4, the slowest ADC. So you have seen which one is the slowest? The integrating time, because parallel type, flash type, successive sort type, counting type and integrating type. So the integrating is the slowest. You can see I have mentioned it, it is slowest because it is the time P is fixed here. So it will count first full, then it will come and then stop. So it will be slowest one. That is your option C. 79. A voltage comparator is shown in the figure. Can be used as a analog to digital conversion as 1 bit or 2 bit or what. So if you see, if your V1 is greater than V2, then your V0 is 0. It is low. Low, you can take it as 0. If your V2 is greater than V1, then your it is high. That is 1. So your output can be 0 or 1. That is 2 state only. That is 1 bit. So 0 and 1, only 1 bit calculation you can do. Only 2 state. 2 state means 1 bit. So that is option A. It is digital to analog converter, and it is using some lather circuit. You have seen this type of circuits. So a student has done this one in this, but he got this type of wave shape, which could be the possible error, because with the counter, because it is a down counter, so it will start from full value 3 bit. So full value is 7. So from 7 it will come to 6, then 5, 4, 3, 2. So your output should also be like that. 7, then 6, then 5, then 4. It should have been like that. But here it is giving wrong. You can see 7, then 3, then 5, then it is going 1, then it is going to 6. So it is not going. So they are asking what is the possible values of the, what is the possible cause of reason. So let us see what is our normal conversion and what he is getting. Then we can see say something. So normally it should start with 1, 1, 1, which represents 7. Then it should represent 6. So 6 means 1, 1, 0. Then it should represent to 5. That is 1, 0, 1. then it should represent 4 1 0 0, then it should come to 3 0 1 1, then it should come 0 1 0, then lastly 1 0 0 1, then lastly 0. So that was the thing in 7, up to 7 signal. After that it is same repeating. But what he is getting, the first one is okay, he is getting 1 1 1. The second one he is getting 3. 3 means 1 0 1. First one is 7, but second one he is getting 3. Then third one, where it should get 6, he is getting 3. The third one is 5, that is 1 0 1. Sorry, 3 is 0 1 1. So it is 1 0 1. That next one is fourth, but what he is getting, you can see, next one is fourth, but he is getting 1 0 0 1. Next is 3, but what he is getting 6. 2 he is getting 2. 1 he is getting 4, and then 0 0 0. So where are the errors? So these are the errors. 1 in 6, this he 5 it is 5 he is getting, 4 it is getting, 4 he is getting 1, and in case of 3 is getting 6, in case of 2 it is 2, okay, in case of 1 it is getting 4, and this is okay. So this is the wrong state he is getting, this is the wrong state, this is okay, this is the wrong state, and this is the wrong state. This state he is getting wrong. So can you see a peculiar thing here? If you see here, it should be 1 1 0, he is getting 0 1 1. 1 0 0, he is getting 0 0 1. Just reverse. 0 1 1 1 1 0. 0 0 1 1 0 0. So what he has done? He has done this connections he has done wrong. This digital connection, this input he has taken here. You see this LSB and MSB he has done some wrong mistake, because your 0 is coming at MSB, 1 is going to this 2 he has interchanged here by mistake. So 0 to 1 1 0 1 it has changed, from 0 1 it has 0 1. You see these two are interchanged. It is okay here 1 0 0. So you can say, so he has done this mistake by interchanging this. That means his digital connection, whatever we see, resistance value is incorrect. Resistance value is, it is not that it is incorrect, because he is getting in the same, but the connection is wrong here. The counter is not working properly. The connection of the counter to DAC is not, counter to DAC it is not proper. That means the MSB and low SB he has interchanged. Which one is MSB, which one is low SB, he has not marked it properly, not connected it properly. That's why he is getting this just reverse answer. So that is your option C. If you like the video, then press the like button and please give your valuable comments in the comment section.